Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to this class. Um, so for this assignment, I implemented a modular infrastructure as a code solution using Azure Bicep. So basically, from in my layman term and from everything I understood by what I've done and the videos is that instead of me putting everything into one large file, I separated them and like give them some sort of like structure, right? That's yeah, I separated them and give them structure so that we can, have them separate based off of what they are doing and also so that we can reuse them or scale them as large as possible. Just trying to think in a way of what would happen in a real corporate environment, right? So, like the goal of this assignment was to create a networking module, to create a virtual machine module, and then link the two of them together um, with a different file, which I know and learned that it's the sub module dot bicep. Um, okay. So yes, my structure on how I've um, put them in folders and files. Then um, so basically instead of putting everything together, right? I've separated their responsibility because what the virtual machine is doing is different from what the network is doing, different from what the submodule is doing, right? And then the main dot bicep, I believe, is the door to the entire code. Yes. So it makes the structure makes it easier to go through, to maintain, and to troubleshoot, especially in a situation where, or maybe like in a corporate environment where different teams are assigned to different tasks. So you can that it's not modeled up into just one file. So
Okay.
now
Yeah.
the main dot bicep,
Okay.
like I said earlier, is the main dot bicep, like I said earlier, is the entry point, the door to the codes to our infrastructure as a whole, and then it controls the deployments.
Okay. Can you
And,
scroll down? Scroll down
sorry,
on your main. Scroll down on your main dot biceps. Let me just see it. Okay. Okay. So it controls majorly your submodule and your resource group. That's good. Let me see your resource group file.
my resources,
No, no, not resources. Resource group file.
my resource group file.
Yeah. So go back to your main dot biceps. You are referencing two things here. You are referencing to your resource group. Okay. You
Yeah,
are creating your resource group on line 70. You are creating your resource group there itself on line 70 to is it 70? Sorry,
no, this is
part
not 70. Oh.
line 30, sorry. I think it kind of looks small.
Yes, it's 30. Okay.
Okay, line
Should I?
30 to 34, you are creating your resource group in there. Okay, that's good. And your submodule also. Okay, can you open your submodule dot bisect? Uh, click, look at open that second submodule dot bisect. Let me see
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yeah. So while you go back to your main dot bicep, the submodule you are using is actually inside modules. That submodule that is not inside modules, you are not actually using it.
So when I was in the assignment, I went through some hiccups where I was trying to, give them different files, right? So when I wanted to create for the sub module, it kept appearing directly under this, just where this virtual machine is, and I could not click on this
Okay.
new file. You understand? So I had to now go and create it in my file manager. So I think I forgot to delete that one. So I left it.
Okay, okay. So you can take out that one that is not inside our module folder. That one's not actually needed. So because of you are referencing the one that is in the module folder. I think that's fine. So open submodule, open your submodule bicep. So two things that is going on there is your virtual network and your
Virtual machine.
virtual machine. Okay, open your virtual network. Let me see it. Virtual network bicep. Scroll up,
That's all there is.
scroll up. Oh, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Wow.
That's all there is.
Oh, like I really enjoyed this your virtual network. Is as this is what they call as simple as possible. This is what they call as simple as possible. Don't stress yourself. Just get something working. I'm not castigating it. I just
I
appreciate it.
guess.
It's what they call as simple as possible. And okay, don't stress me. And that's fine. Okay, go to your virtual machine. Let me see it.
Okay, let me scroll down back.
Okay. So scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. I want to see it from line one.
Okay.
So admin password, okay. Subnet ID, very good. Public IP. You are creating your public IP in there. That's good. Scroll down. So the resource you are creating is network interface. Attach your public IP to your network interface. Your private IP allowed allocation is dynamic because you have dynamic IP, subnet ID, IP config. Okay, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. So, so VM, your virtual machine out there, standard B1 series, admin password, username and password. So, for that admin username and password, I will I will just show you one a more advanced way to do that password. You understand?
Okay.
So one thing I implemented for one project like this, so I don't detect the password that is there. I just wrote a script. What that script does is that it creates the password and it stores that password inside the key vault. Do you understand what I said?
All of her.
So it's when you are creating it, how the thing works is that you don't need to create the password in real time, like the way you wrote the password out.
Yes.
I didn't write the password out. Username can be written out, you understand, and kept in your key vault, no problem. But the password, even me that wrote the code, I don't know the password.
Okay.
So the password is generated by this code itself. And
Okay.
that same password is stored in the key vault. So anybody that wants to log onto to the server, the person will have to firstly go to the key vault, retrieve the password from the key vault. That person must have access to that key vault to be able to retrieve the
Get
password.
password.
So when the person gets password on that key vault, the person can now log in to the virtual machine using that same password. That is how I did it. And that is one of the security measures I did for it to prevent issues like hacking now, all those kind of things. No, anybody that's not having permission cannot log into it. Even I implemented another process in that that password is auto-generated every 2 days, like every 2 days or every 3 days. It's we write that thing, update the password again. So that is just for a production environment. You understand?
Mm.
Another security measure that they can put in place for it if they don't want to use Active Directory. Okay, that's fine. Can you go to your submodule? I want to see something. Lastly, so virtual machine subnet ID data. Aha. So there's one thing you want to do, you ought to do here before you can. So you use something they call depends on. Do you hear me?
I do something that they call depends on.
It's called depends on. I'll drop it on the
Okay.
group chat for everybody now. So uh it's called depends on. So what that does majorly is that it says that okay, before this resource is deployed, this other resource must firstly be deployed.
Okay.
So let me get a part of code that has that if I can get it. So I will try to get a part of my code that has it and just take a screenshot of it and and send to you.
Okay.
You understand? But I can tell you I love your work. It's perfect, and I can give you a 10/10 for it. I'm okay
Um,
with it.
my enemies will be
Thank you very
crying.
much. Okay, Elvis, any question as regards to Sumbo? Anybody with any question as regards to what Sumbo presented? Anybody?
No, no question, question.
No question. Okay. So Sumbo, I can give it to you 10/10. That's a very good job.
Thank you so much,
So
sir.
based on your stage, you have a 10/10. It's when you are now doing an advanced stage, then I can be telling you that you implement this like that. But now I can tell you actually did okay, and I'm very, very glad to see it. Thank you very
Thank,
much.
thank you very much. May I have a question, Sha?
Okay,
If nobody has a
you can
question for
treat.
me. So I know that we are, you know, I think this particular assignment was, so should I call it very, very, I like. I don't have the English, but let me just say what I like. Maybe you'll be able to pick out the question from there. I like the fact that it's really about just structuring things and putting into files and classes and departments, something like that, right? And saying, oh, this is the entry point, this is the rest point, this is the connector, that kind of a thing. But in a way, as much as I do get that in a way, how does it really translate in a proper corporate environment like that people now get to use that they don't know that, oh, that's what is actually making it work behind the scene.
Okay, so um you are trained to be a DevOps engineer, and the advanced stage of it presently in the IT industry, we call it a platform engineer. You understand? A platform engineer entails you creating the infrastructure, the architecture that an enterprise environment will run on. You understand? In an enterprise environment, you don't do things manually. You do things with code. Did you get that concept?
Mhm.
Like now, when I was teaching you guys Azure, I was just doing everything on Azure Portal, clicking on this, and clicking on this. You guys understand that? But in a corporate environment, you don't just click on anything just like that. I think I explained it to you guys previously. That I told you that when you get to some environments on Azure Portal, you can't click on anything. You understand? They will restrict your access to the extent that you can't click on anything. You can only see it as a reader permission. Every other thing you do must be done through the code. You understand? So
Yeah.
in that kind of environment, we are expecting that you are more conversant with how code works, how they are being structured, how things are done structured in a corporate organization, and how to set things aright. Uh, I would have thought you guys have to use one single plane of code to deploy everything, and everybody will be fine. But I'm not training you to just be one of the DevOps engineer. No, I'm training you to be a corporate enterprise uh, DevOps engineer or a platform engineer. So you are not just doing things the way everybody are doing it. You are doing it in a corporate way. So this is how things need to be done. Like for instance, now back to your question, in this kind of thing, what it is majorly used for, you have what they call users. You understand? Your users, you may you may create the code and make the code available, but you have users. Your users don't know how the code works. What they just do, I want to provision the virtual machine. I'll just go to the pipeline, put virtual machine, the name and the environment, and they'll click on run. In the back end, all these codes will run to deploy that virtual machine. Do you understand?
Mm.
So most of the time, your users are not that conversant with all these things you are doing. But it's just like you writing a backend code. Like now, you have a mobile application from your bank. You don't know how the code actually works, but you just use the code.
Yeah.
You use the mobile app, you make your transfer, make your payments, and so on and so forth. That is the way DevOps engineer code also looks like. You are making your codes available. People are using it. You are using it to deploy and so on and so forth. And uh, they are doing things in such a way whereby has visibility. Another thing again is that people are able to track what you are doing. So you don't just go to Azure Portal and click on things like that. You know that, for instance, when I was clicking on these things on Azure Portal, nobody can track what I was clicking on except I create a resource. You understand? But
Mm-hmm.
when you are doing it via code, if you push it to your GitHub repo, you will see your commit. You understand?
Yes.
Your commit, what do you push, and so on and so forth. When you get to a corporate organization like that also, you will see this kind of infrastructure as code also. When you push it, your manager will review this code and say, okay, no, we are not this virtual machine, this is not what we want to deploy. Go and update your code before you deploy it. You understand?
Yeah.
So those are the things that it's being used for us to have accountability, for us to have things done effectively, and also to be able to align with what we have in the modern technology. Did you understand?
Yes,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But here's the thing. I think what I'm trying to really ask is that if this assignment now,
Mhm.
in what example mirrors this assignment in a real world app right now that we are very, 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 very conversant with, that we use, that we just don't know that this was behind the scene.
Okay, a good example of it is that, like, all I can say 80 to 90% of all the cloud infrastructure that you see now, enterprise cloud infrastructure that you see now, be it Facebook, uh, any one of them you can call it, their resources on the cloud are created using the same codes.
Okay.
You understand? Be it Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and all those things. They don't just go to the portal and click on things like that. They write codes, push the codes to the environment, and run the pipelines to deploy it, to create the environment, and so on and so forth. So, do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Maybe one of these classes, I would show you guys some things also to see some real life codes, how they actually work. It's just something like this. This thing I just do, just it's just is a good sample of it. I think I showed you guys in one of our class, one of these I deployed bicep. I think in the last two classes I showed you guys that stuff. I remember. Yeah, I showed you one thing I deployed and I showed you how it works. So this is how we will actually work in DevOps and platform engineering. Okay,
All right. Thank you, Sam.
anything? Next person.
Elvis, you raise your hand, so
Everest, your hands. I didn't later pick your question. Yeah. Everest. Okay.
Those are not many questions.
Okay.
I wanted to congratulate Shumbo.
Sumbo, you have one person congratulating you.
I didn't hear that.
I said you have one person congratulating you again.
Oh, who is that?
Is the person presenting this one?
Who is presenting? Oh, Elvis, thank you so much. I know it will be you cannot be so many. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right, so
Okay, start from your main dot bicep.
all right, so um,
Uh-huh. Explain the code.
so okay, this is the roots of the. This is where all the parameters, or this is like the entrance, sort of the roots of this the bicep code. It contains the regions, VN, virtual networks, virtual machines, the virtual is a virtual machine, the strings and regions as well. And this is where everything is more or less like stored. And then we have our resources under modules, for which under the resources we have our resource group, the bicep. I have my virtual machine, the bicep.
Please start your virtual network before your virtual machine.
I should go to where?
Virtual network before your
Okay,
virtual
virtual. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, this is virtual network,
machine.
the
Okay.
bicep. Yeah, and
Your subnet address. Okay, scroll down. Scroll down.
sure.
Scroll down. Okay. So I'm coming. So that's your virtual network. Okay. Okay. Thank you. That's good. That's good with me.
All right, sir.
Okay. So go to your virtual network, your virtual machine now.
Machine. Yeah.
Okay. The VM name is there. Wow, that's great. The VM nick is there. Nice one. Private and public IP name is there. Good. Okay, scroll down. Your public IP is some static. Okay, good. Network interface. Done. Public IP. Very good. And the next one is virtual machine. Virtual machine username. Scroll up. Do you have any reference of your virtual machine username and password?
Yes.
Scroll up. I want to see.
Okay.
Do you have it as a variable?
Oh no.
No. So you just wrote it.
Okay, it's yeah,
No, so you just wrote it as a
yeah,
just wrote it
no,
hard-coded.
yeah,
Okay, no problem. Just go down. Okay, so hold on. Storage account, storage profile. I mean, so this is an Ubuntu server.
mm.
Why don't you do a Windows virtual machine instead?
Look, I can just replace the code for
So
it.
you can change the image to Windows because of next week we are going to deploy it, and we will need to
Okay.
log into the virtual machine. You understand?
All right, sir.
So we can use a Linux, no issue with it, but we have
Well,
SSH.
just for
And I
yeah,
don't
true.
know how many of you are really conversant with using
Linux.
Linux virtual machines.
All right, sir.
Okay, so network interface ID, good. Scroll up, network interface. Okay, dot ID. Scroll up, scroll up. Network interface dot ID. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, click on your submodule dot bicep. Okay, so clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Yeah, you did a good work. You did a good
Thanks.
work. So only one thing I'll have to just adjust or correct here. So in
Okay.
this kind of code that you did now,
Yes, sir.
it's okay. It's okay. Very good. You actually don't need a submodule in this your code
Okay.
based on how you wrote it. Go back to your main.bicep. So you see in your main.biceps, you're already referencing your virtual network itself.
Yes.
Scroll down. You see you have your virtual network, you have your virtual machine. So you didn't reference that submodule. So you actually don't need it. And also scroll up in your main.biceps. You didn't reference your resource group.
Yes, that's true.
So now from line 18,
Yes,
you
from
have
it.
to reference your resource group. So the reason why we do this is that resource group and what do we call it and resources uh, they have different scope.
Mm.
So
Yes, sir.
I think I explained that one in our previous class. So the scope for resource group is subscription. The scope for resources is resource group. So if you look at the code I gave as an example, look at how you reference it. So I would suggest that uh, you put your resource group in your main.bicep, and In your main.my bicep, you reference your submodule
Okay.
the way I did it there. So on your main.biceps, you have your resource group and you have your submodule. Your submodule will now be the one to now reference all your resources.
All right.
You understand? So just use that arrangement. So because we are still going to deploy, or we are still going to go with one other assignment today. We will go with virtual machine server. Sorry, database server.
Database.
Yeah. So for
All right.
this week, you are now going to add three more resources to your code. So you are adding uh, database. So when you are doing database, you know that you are doing two things. Number one, you are doing database server. I'm writing it. You are doing database server and your database and your
Okay.
database in it. So that's one. The next thing again you have to do for app service. No, do function app.
Function app.
Yeah, function app. And
Okay.
lastly, storage account. So that's the assignment for this week. Storage
All
account.
right.
So you have done virtual machine and virtual network. So do for the remaining these three that I just dropped. That's what you guys should do for this week. Okay, Elvis, I
Yes, sir.
you did a very good job. I'm really really impressed. The only thing you need to go and do is that your arrangements. You understand?
Yes,
Meaning
sir.
your main dot biceps, put your resource group and your submodule in it
And change the to Windows as well.
and change it to Windows as well.
All right, sir.
You did an
Thank you, sir.
excellent job. I'm really, really, really proud of that. Thank you,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
sir.
thank you very much. It's really, really great indeed. Ah, now you people are making me proud. Ah, God. I'm now proud to be a tutor. Okay, so let's now go to the other one.
Well done, Elvis. Good one.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Thank you
now.
so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so next person who is presenting next, Oluwaseun. Oluwaseun, are you presenting next? Seun, can you
Yes, I
hear me?
am.
Okay,
Yes, I mean, good evening, sir.
okay, please. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so Oluwaseun, please, you can start your presentation. We can see your screen. Hello, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was mute.
No problem.
Yeah. So I was saying so I'll start from main by my main biceps
Okay,
and yeah. So I was saying this is like the entry point. This holds the input values and this is the only like file you can interact directly with.
okay.
Yeah. So I'll move to this to my submodule.
So model, that's good.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think I'll call this the bridge
yeah,
between the resources, which are the resource group, virtual machine, and the virtual network. So this exists because the main mostly run on the subscriptions scope, which is the resource group.
Okay.
So this is my virtual. So these are the resources. These are the resource group rather. Virtual network and virtual machine. I think I was having issues with I think with this sub with this I was having issues connecting this with the main with this. So I just figured a way to do it. But yeah, this is
Okay, for your resource group.
resource group.
Okay. Okay. Virtual machine. Click on your virtual network. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So your virtual network, I want to see it. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Subnet. Wow, that's impressive. Can you now go to your virtual machine? Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm coming to this. So Azure region, Azure location. Scroll down. Virtual network, virtual machine. Public IP. Good. Network interface. Good. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Let's go down. Okay, that's virtual network. Okay, canonical. Good. So also feedback. Change it from Linux to Windows.
Okay, this right.
Yeah, change from Linux to Windows. You know we
Okay.
have to deploy it, and
Yes, sir.
I want you guys to be able to. Or are you used to Linux?
Yes, I am.
You can use Linux very well.
Yes, I can.
Okay, if you can use Linux very well, no problem.
Okay.
But if you want like a review of it, I would say you do Windows just for presentation sake.
Okay.
You understand? So you
Yes, sir.
can you can do that also. So
Okay.
that's that's very good. Also, uh, to the feedback I want to the last feedback I want to again is that when you go back to your main dot bicep, you didn't create a deployment for your resource group.
Oh,
Yeah, you did your submodule very excellent. Your submodule don't have any issues based
okay.
on my review. The only thing you just add to this your main dot bicep, add your deployment of your resource group and data.
Okay.
And that's everything about the code. It's so excellent. As in, you guys are making me proud. I'm blushing. Like I am literally blushing. Thank you very much. Ah, you
Thank you, sir.
guys, you guys show that. This guy, all these months of teaching actually is worth it. I am so proud of myself presently. Like wow, I'm able to teach people how to literally do DevOps. Thank you very much. Okay, so you have my score mark. You guys did excellently. I'm proud of it. So the other thing again I want you to do is um, the assignment for next week. Let's just add to that code that you have initially. You are just adding. Remember, you are just adding to your resources. Please, do you understand? You are just adding to your resources. You are not touching your main.bicep file. For the people that I said that you should work on your main.bicep file, please do. You understand? But you are not literally editing your main.bicep file for these things I said you should add more. For this new assignment, it's your submodules and your new resources that you are adding. That's all. You understand? Okay. So guys, I'm really proud of you guys, and I am proud of myself also. God, I literally thought so. Thank you very much. Wenga, are you ready now? Or we should wait till next week for you to do your presentation? Hello, Wenga, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Okay, I'm still on the way. Let's wait till next week. I'll just present everything once.
Present everything
But
once.
you still have my video as well too. So
Yes, I can watch that also.
yeah.
I think I'm okay with that. So
Okay.
thank you guys. Thank you everybody for today. I'm proud of myself. Thank you. Let me just go and drink coke firstly and thank myself. Thank God for my life. I'm not joking. Okay, guys, no problem. We'll see you next week. Let's try to fill up our assignments before next week, and we may do a short presentation next week. After that, I will just show you guys a pipeline I will create. I will have to create a pipeline before next week class. So I will now show you how you guys can just copy from that pipeline and know how to deploy to Azure using Bicep using GitHub Actions. Do you understand? So you
Yes.
don't deploy it. I will show you guys two things. Number one, how to deploy it manually using VS Code. That's one. Number two, I'll show you how to deploy using GitHub Actions. Is that fine? So next week, we are likely going to now create our Azure subscription again. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So let's plan for that next week. Okay. Thank you, everybody, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
All right, bye, sir.